As part of the Center for Career Development Wildcat Ready video series, we are going to share how to put together a professional resume. A resume serves as an introduction to an employer. You should consider it as a personal advertisement promoting yourself for a position. It highlights your skills related to your career interests, and its key purpose is to create a favorable first impression, bridging the gap between your qualifications and the employer needs for that position. Your resume is a tailored summary of your education, experience, and skills. Employers initially scan a resume for less than a minute, so you need to communicate your story clearly and concisely. The ultimate goal of your resume is to create such an impression that an employer will want to set up an interview. Remember, creating and revising your resume is an ongoing process. There is always something to be refined, added, or removed. It will not be a final document. It's a document that you will tailor to specific positions and will evolve throughout your career. So let's look at what a resume is. So a resume is a tool for your job and internship search, a one-page document highlighting your background, skills, and experience. It's not a lengthy multi-page biography telling every detail of every experience you've had. You may have applied to Davidson with a multi-page document that listed your achievements, but moving forward, it will need to be a single page. It needs to be an accurate representation of who you are, what you've done, and the things you've accomplished. It's an individual, tailored document for each application. This is not a one-size-fits-all document. You're not just listing your job duties. You need to include how you went about fulfilling those responsibilities and the results you achieved or the impact that you had. And remember, this is just one piece of the job search process. Networking is a huge part of the job search, and you need to make sure that you're also putting the time and effort toward making and building relationships through networking. There's a great Wildcat Ready video on networking, and I encourage you to watch that too. So let's go into the layout and format of your resume. So this is the basics of what a professional resume looks like and the best practices. So margins need to be between a 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Font needs to stay between 10 and 12 point, and stick with a professional style font. You want to break up your resume into sections, and we'll talk about that further in the upcoming videos. Consistent formatting is important. Make sure that your titles, location, employers, and dates are listed the same throughout each entry and entire document. It needs to fill one page completely, but without going over to a second, and it's not overcrowding. That's where it comes important with your margin and font size. White space on your page is important, and it helps create balance. For each of your entries, you're going to have it in reverse chronological order. So starting with your most recent or the activities you're presently doing, and then work towards your past. Make sure that your verb tenses are correct. So if you're currently doing something, it needs to be in present tense. If you're no longer doing an experience, this has been completed, past tense. And make sure that you go through your document so you don't have any grammatical or misspellings. In the next sections, we're going to go over what makes a resume. So we're going to go dive into the different basic 4 sections.